Here comes the first pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 17 for him on the season, and the Rangers have made this a 5-0 ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
At the plate, Corey Major. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Sam Gaviglio comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Sam Gaviglio.
Standing in now, Eric Chick. As he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
So now to the plate, Sean Shaw. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hit down the line at first. Reined in. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in to try it again, Gavin Dawson. He singled his last time up. Pitch on the way. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Hot shot to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Rangers lead this one 6-0. So digging in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
We're moving right along into this one as we hit into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope. Ball one.
All right, let's address the elephant in the room right here. This guy's absolutely dealing, throwing a no-hitter, but that pitch count's getting up there. He's going to have to be super efficient in these later innings if his manager's going to give him a shot.
1-1. Misses for the second ball.
I got 2-1 to count.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And right into the shift. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Ground ball right into the shift. Scooped up. And that's the second out. Stepping in for the Jays, Bo Bichette. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. 2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you read.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. Blue Jays go down in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Start of the 8th on its way, but first Heidi Watney standing by with this report.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Rangers, the left fielder, Big Daddy.
Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for the Rangers, the second baseman.
Digging in, Zach Rowe. First offering on its way. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And the pitch. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He pulls this one into right, into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. Maybe a rug burner 2 after that one as we get another look at it here. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Digging in now, Rendell Grichuk. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. And that misses ball 1. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. And that's out number 1.
The batter, number 44.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Digging in, Kevin Biggio. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
Number 9.
So close. But with one swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless.
Boy, it sure is, Matty V. Boy, you get that part into the game as a pitcher into the 8th inning. It's hard not to look past getting that last out thinking about the 9th, D-Row, but they made him pay here with 2 outs in the 8th.
Yeah, he's thrown the ball so good, Dan. He's worked all sides, in and out, up, down, all quadrants covered. Be interesting to see if he toes the slab in the 9th or if they hand this over to the bullpen.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. Fouled off.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Toronto. They still find themselves down 6-0. Anthony Bass enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Settling in now, Jeff Kavanaugh. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. First pitch on its way. Bass has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boy, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, and that is off the wall. And a good way to start the 9th as he's in with a leadoff double.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
At the plate now, Ralph James, as it's grounded sharply to first. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. Corey Major will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ballgame as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 3rd home run of the ballgame as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in 1 game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Stepping in now, Eric Chick. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 28 on the season, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. 3 runs already home here. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And this pitch is popped straight up right around the home plate area, and he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batter, third baseman.
Now at the plate, Gavin Dawson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it is Hernandez, and that's the third out. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. Texas is out in front, 9-0. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jonathan Davis, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
This is in the air out to right field. Chick is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home 9th. So with his day fully over now, you get a look at the pitching line for the Rangers starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Really strong outing, Matty V. Into the 8th inning without allowing a run. In line for the win, and he certainly deserves a good fate in this one. Hard to imagine he could pitch any better innings 1 through 8 than he did in this one.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. From the stretch. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 this series.
In the dirt here, and a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag.
The left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
In now, Teoscar Hernandez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's one fouled off to the right as the count evens at 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Final strike for the Blue Jays. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them. And that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Sharp ground ball to third. throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Texas Rangers took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Mike Bassick earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he allows just 1 hit through his 7+ innings of work. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.